Sonic Forces was a weird experience for me. I'll just come right out and say that I'm not really a Sonic fan, but I did really enjoy Sonic Adventure 2 or Sonic Adventure 2 Battle on the GameCube back in the day. I actually re-bought Sonic Adventure 2 on the PlayStation 3 or the PlayStation 4, whichever it was re-released for digitally. I like that game a lot, and it's kind of odd when you hear people talk about Sonic games, and I often say, don't people just want like a Sonic Adventure 3? And usually people say, well, you know, that was just Sonic 06 and you can't do that again because Sonic 06 was so bad. But Sonic 06 was only bad because it was a bad game. It was buggy and it was unrefined and it was just a crap game. They can make Sonic Adventure 3 if it's good. They just need to make a good game. And that's been the problem with all of these sort of 3D Sonic games, is they always take it in a wild new direction and they never really refine the idea. Sonic Forces is another shift in a way. It's sort of in like two parts. There is a full like 3D Sonic campaign. There's a 3D Sonic game in there that is so very much like Sonic Adventure 3 or Sonic Heroes. It's that kind of thing, and I have to say that that part of the game really, really surprised me. It is fluid, it is seamless, it feels great, it didn't feel buggy, everything felt really, really good. Just the jumping, the attacking, just the running, the actual level design, the levels that I played all felt really good. And it did go to that sort of run fast, like you're still running fast, you're still doing that whole Sonic thing, which, you know, a lot of the more recent 3D games have just completely gone off. Like they could not even be Sonic games for as much as we know. So the 3D portion of this Sonic Forces is actually really good from what I've seen, but it's only one portion of it. The boss battle that I did is more like a 2D Sonic game, like a side-scrolling Sonic game. That's how the boss battle I fought was in the vein of, and it was obviously Robotnik, and he was in a big machine, and it came in several different portions, several different phases, and the first phase was quite easy and then it just sort of ramped up, you know, and it was definitely more, it was basically a boss battle from a 2D Sonic game. And then there is this other portion, and I mean, I guess you can call it the creator character portion. I'm going to think of it more as like the fanfic portion. It's basically where you can create your own hedgehog, and you can also pick a special power that he has, you know, like lightning or fire or whatever. This is, a lot of people make the sort of joke that it's, you know, just to appease the people that make their own hedgehogs. And if you don't know about this portion of the Sonic fandom, I guess you can call it, if you go to Google and type in your name and then the hedgehog, there is like a 99% chance that people have already made a hedgehog for you. I mean, obviously for themselves. Unless you've got a really, really out there name, you're gonna find it. You're going to find it. And some of them are awful, some of them are actually really well designed, but it's just a thing that apparently a large portion of the Sonic community do, and so it's been put into this Sonic Forces game. The levels that I played as the creator character, which I didn't get to create my own character, I got to pick like a few things from it, but it was just, you know, like it's a sort of like a preview, a demo sort of thing. From what I played, it played like a side-scrolling thing, and it was shit. It was awful. It didn't feel good. The level design was crap. The whole creator character thing, you know how I said you got to pick your own power? I picked a lightning, and so its move is like a whip. that whips enemies in front of it, and so like the level design is all like these things that stop you from running fast, and then like 4 enemies come down, so you have to whip them, and then they have like a special attack thing where like it was not a good game, and I don't know why they couldn't have just done the Create a Hedgehog thing, but in the 3D section of this game that is actually good, and made a campaign out of it. Why didn't they just make the Create a Character as the protagonist in a Sonic Adventure 3, essentially? That's what they could have done here, but instead they split it up into these different portions, and the only one that seems to really work is the 3D section. And I think what a lot of people have been waiting for is a good 3D Sonic game, since Adventure 2, which is still probably the most loved 3D Sonic game ever. It's really boggling to me. That Create a Character section was really bad, but the problem is I don't know how much each of these sections takes up in the game. If the Create a Character mode is only like a small portion of it, then Sonic Forces could be well worth the money when it gets released, especially because it is actually releasing at a lower than normal cost. But then again, I don't know how much the 3D Sonic section takes up in it. If that's only a small part, that is by far the best bit, and if it's only a small portion of the game, then it's probably not going to be worth it. I think though, if it's even a moderate portion of the game, the 3D section, this game is going to be worth it, because that 3D section was actually really fun. The 3D portion of Sonic Forces is really good, and I have no idea why they didn't concentrate on that further. The whole Create a Character, the fanfic thing is... it's just wrong, and that's generally what I thought about it. Take that with a grain of salt, though. As I say, I'm not a huge Sonic fan, especially not the 2D section, so I wasn't really a fan of the boss battle stuff, but people may actually enjoy that. The boss battle that I did have 3 phases, so it was, it wasn't bad in any way. It wasn't buggy either, but I'm just not a fan of the 2D Sonic games, so that's probably why it didn't stick with me as much. But the 3D section is really good. Create a Character mode, alright guys. Stick around because I have a lot more impressions. I played a lot of games at preview events and expos and stuff over the last week or so. It's why I have been so very absent after my sickness. So stick around, and I'll see you guys soon.